So, hello everybody. My name is Victoria Kubiak, and I'm one of the nutritional therapists at Pennybron, and I often get involved with doing some cookery demonstrations. Welcome to the 5 minutes of video that we've got here for you today, just to entice you into the world of cooking, to do something very simple, very adaptable, and to be good for you and enjoyable. So I'm going to look at the world of carrots today. They are really helpful as far as their antioxidant benefits are concerned. They're beta-carotene. They include nutrients such as vitamin C and vitamin K. They're helpful for fiber. And as I said, they're very adaptable. They've been going on rather well for us since the Roman times, particularly the 16th century came to be popular in Europe. And their claim to fame was the first ever vegetable to be canned. So I'm going to use them and I'm going to cut them in a diagonal shape because this actually gives the opportunity to really spread the flavour out hot or cold. And we're going to add in some radishes. So they're going to add a little bit of pungency, always helpful for the digestive system. And we're going to look at some herbs and spices to really enrich the flavour and to understand the benefits of those as well. But I can use this as a hot dish alongside other vegetables on a cold winter day, or let the flavours really develop and use it as a cold salad, where I would probably pop it up with some cashew nuts, as I've got here today, and some olives, just to give some extra colour and benefit. So first of all, before I started filming, I actually slowly cooked some onion in a combination of coconut fat and olive oil, really slow temperature. So those onions have really developed all the flavour they possibly can, which is great. It's giving up all that flavour. It's a real yum factor, that is. I cooked it alongside some fresh rosemary, which I happen to have in the garden, and the bay leaf, because I'm surrounded by bay trees here. Bay leaf helpful for antibacterial qualities. Rosemary, fantastic for cognitive research, help to digest lamb or particularly fatty foods, and gives a beautiful aroma as well. So that's sizzling nicely. I'm just going to add into that some herbs and spices, which might be of interest to you. You could just go out and buy some mixed herbs and some mixed spice. If you're going to do that, I would look at the labels because they vary a lot into how many ingredients they actually put in. So I would look for as many herbs or spices that you can in your mixed herbs or mixed spice. But I'm going to sprinkle in some turmeric. So lots of research into the turmeric and use in cancer. It's one of the highest antioxidants that we could use. So really helpful for anti-inflammatory itis conditions. And it makes everything jolly. So it's going to really bring out colour as far as the carrots are concerned. Might add a little bit more into that, a teaspoon or so. The recipe for this is going to be shown to you, so you can take that down. I'm going to add in some cinnamon. So cinnamon, hopefully on a daily basis, might just help you balance your blood sugar levels. So it's useful for that and gives a beautiful aroma there. I'm going to add in some cumin seeds. Cumin and caraway and fennel seeds and cardamom. They're all really helpful if you have a digestive element of feeling bloated or a bit windy. Those herbs are going to be really helpful, or spices are going to be really helpful to you. So I'm choosing to put in some cumin seed into this because that's just the way I like it. But if you wanted some cumin powder, then that would be fine too. There we are, add that in. Want to add a little bit of heat, not too much. If you're concerned about that, I would use paprika to be able to give that benefit. But otherwise, if you want to be a bit stronger, then I'm going to put in a few chili flakes into that. Paprika and chili do a similar job, but chili does it in a bit of a gung-ho sort of a way, and paprika is a little bit more cuddly, the way it's able to benefit you. And then top it off with some salt and pepper or some seasoning. I'm going to use my seaweed salt because I love that. And putting the seaweed in is going to be super. because that's one of the best multivitamin minerals that the planet can offer us. So putting seaweed in is going to be great. And some piperine from black pepper. Get into the use of putting black pepper on your food. You might have seen the search between the use of turmeric with black pepper. Helps with the uptake of the curcumin. But actually, the piperine and black pepper helps with the uptake of a lot of nutrients. So always a good habit to get into. That's sizzling nicely. It's given some colour. There we go again. And so now, good opportunity to put in my carrots, my radishes, nicely done, and then switch it around a little bit so they can be slightly coated. The sizzle here is lovely, probably just a little bit too subtle for you to hear, but just make something feel like something beautiful is about to happen. So coated those, and I'm going to add in a bit of extra colour. I chose to put in some sweet corn today. So in goes the sweet corn. And extra fibre, extra protein, extra use of minerals, great opportunity to put in some beans or pulses. And with this recipe, I tend to use chickpeas. I'm going to put in some chickpeas there. If you don't like chickpeas or you haven't got any and you fancy doing the dish, beans of your choice would be fine. So that's all stirred in together. Now it's just a matter of adding a little bit of water. I don't want everything to be soaked up. I just want it to be there, just giving a bit of water just to be able to soften up the carrots. And that's just going to stay there on the heat, low temperature, just so that those carrots are just al dente, but tender enough to have hot or cold. So pop the lid down and boil it up. Low heat, just seeing that bubble occur. And that's going to take you around about 10 minutes, and I'll then show you how to finish the dish off. So I'm coming back to this now after around about 10 minutes of gently bubbling. I've lifted the lid, just stirring it around a little bit. The colour is looking great. Nice opportunity now to add in another dimension of flavour. You've got three options. Either a good dessert spoon, so full of apple sauce, or you could chop up an apple, a sweet apple or a cooking apple, and just chop it into chunks. I've actually got some apple juice concentrate here as well, so I'm going to put a little bit of apple juice concentrate in, just a little swirl. And I might just add a little bit of apple as well, to be honest. I think that would be rather nice. So keep the skin on, that's fine. Just pop it, chuck it into chunks. I put it in towards the end of the cooking because I don't want it to go too mushy. So I'm adding that in. Once that's been stirred around, I would then be ready to serve it if I wish to on a colder day, or if you're wanting it as a hot dish. But otherwise, I would be stirring that in, looking to let that cool now, and then top it with some other added benefits. So first of all, hot or cold, let's put in some parsley. Opportunity to use a fresh herb here rather than the dry that we've done in the recipe. And parsley is a really helpful ingredient for putting levels of flavour into dishes, but also a good source of your multivitamins and minerals. So in goes the parsley. And then I would chop some cashew nuts, which I've already done, and sprinkle the cashew nuts and some olives. Olives are fermented food, don't forget, so that's helpful for your good bacteria as well. So top it off with your extra protein there for your cashews, along with fibre. Oh, there's some left in the bottom there. Along with fibre, really good for their essential fatty acids as well. And then some olives. So you can see that that looks a terribly attractive salad in its own right. A full picture will be shown to you. So super looking as a salad and warming looking at it as part of an evening meal, perhaps on a colder winter day. I hope that's given you an idea. All these things are guidelines, so just have fun with them, use the recipe as a guideline and enjoy it. Thank you.